Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Keegan here, and I just wanted to I have this big huge issue on my shoulders that I want to talk about. Over the past month, um, a big issue has been between Deji and Jake Paul, KSI versus Logan Paul. They're even taking over YouTube. They're taking over the internet. Right now, the two most popular things on YouTube right now, or on anywhere, is Fortnite and the Paul brothers versus Deji and JJ. Who will win the fight between Deji and JJ? I don't know. I don't watch either one of them enough to actually know. I do have a feeling that maybe the Paul brothers might win. Maybe because I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing. I mean, would KSI win the fight against Logan Paul? He probably could win because he has more experience in the ring than Logan Paul does. But right now, they're actually having their own kind of social media battle. Like Logan Paul's like going deep when KSI was first starting out on YouTube, and Logan Paul's going deep there and pulling up not really personal stuff, but pulling up stuff about KSI, and then KSI comes back to defend himself, type of thing, and he's pulling stuff about Logan Paul doing the exact same thing that he did. So they're actually just like fighting against each other right now with this, and they're all pumping this fight up right now. Like they're actually the fight technically has started after the second press conference. People saying that Logan cried and he walked off stage. Then Logan Paul explaining himself why he walked off stage, type of thing. So you don't actually the fight technically started after the second press conference when now they're fighting each other on YouTube and actually literally trying to defend and protect themselves against one another and then insulting each other continuously. So that's when the actual fight started, and then there's the tail up at the end who would actually win in the ring. That's probably gonna be the minor part of it. If they win the ring, both of them are already terrorizing each other's channels down. They're not really supporting. I don't want to say supporting, but they're not really doing what the viewers want them to do. Like all they are right now are talking about each other's and are talking about each other and their downsides to each other and talking about each other's families. But you don't really do that. You don't include, if you have a problem with someone, just include them. You don't really want to include the person's family or the person's significant other. You don't do that. If you have a problem with them, keep it with them. You don't insult their family. You don't insult anybody that they know and that you know. Because if you insult the person that they know, then they'll insult the person that you know, and then you kind of take offense to that because you're like, oh, that's my best friend. Or, oh, that's my significant other, or that's my family member. You don't do that type of stuff. So when you do that, expect something like that in return. I don't think they've quite gotten that so far, but right now they're actually not really focusing on what the viewers on their YouTube channels want. They're actually just focusing strictly on each other. Like I said, the fight on YouTube has started after the second press conference after Logan Paul walked off stage. That's when the fight actually has officially started. Then they'll finish up the actual fight. They've been posting shit about each other on social media for a while now. Now all of a sudden it's going to get physical August 25th. Who will win the fight? We don't know. I don't think that's really anybody's big concern right now on who's going to win the fight. England, of course, is rooting for KSI and Deji, and then America is obviously rooting for Logan Paul and Jake Paul. But all four of them are insulting each other. Back when Jake and Logan used to prank each other and insult each other all the time, now all of a sudden they're like backing each other up. So whenever Logan makes an ass of himself, Jake backs him up, or whenever Jake makes an ass of himself, Logan Paul backs him up, and then the same thing goes for KSI and Deji. They're backing each other up. I don't know KSI and Deji's last name. I don't know it. I do need to look it up, but I just wanted to state the fact that the good thing is that both brothers are supporting each other, which is a good thing. You always want your brothers to have your back no matter what, type of thing. But I have a feeling that the fight is going to be more, I don't want to say lethal, but the fight's definitely going to be more, has more heat to it online with YouTube. than it will actually have in the ring. The ring, they'll probably feel each other out for the first round. Second round, they'll finally get into it. Third round, they'll finally be crowned a winner. I don't care, honestly, who wins the fight. I do think they're both cocky, and they both need to take a needle to their head, and so they take out all the cockiness, and so they're back to like normal person type thing, because they're both cocky. They think they get to say whatever they want, and they get away with it type of thing. Logan Paul used to think that until January hit, and then all of a sudden he started taking a notch down. He doesn't vlog as much. He's not making much of a fool of himself. KSI kind of did the same thing Logan Paul did. He just did it a lot earlier than Logan Paul did. KSI started making a fool of himself. He realized that he needed to take a step down, so he started doing. So they both learned their lesson. Some of them took longer than others to learn their lesson, and some of them are still learning their lesson, and they're fighting back with each other, which I think is smart. They're fighting fire with fire type of thing. So I'm just saying, right now is the fight. And this will last till probably August 25th when the actual fight happens. But right now, this is a social media fight. Who will win this fight? Because whoever wins this fight will get more support going in to August 25th when they actually fight each other. So whoever wins, what I think whoever wins the social media fight will win the actual boxing fight? No. Because let's just say KSI wins, figuratively, let's just say KSI wins the social media fight. But Logan Paul wins the boxing fight. Both your reputations are proceeding on this. Who can stoop lower, or who has more mature, or who has higher maturity? Both people's maturities, morale, anything relies on social media right now in this month. And then respect also happens. And respect is probably the biggest word here. Would they respect each other at the end of August? I doubt that. But I do have a feeling that if Logan lost to KSI, he has a whole lot more respect for him. And same thing goes for if Logan Paul beat KSI would have a lot more respect. Would either one of them want a rematch? Maybe. I don't know. It's tough to decide because usually one fight settles it all type of thing. It's not like, I don't know, one fight usually does settle it all. And they already stated the facts that what KSI has over Logan Paul, what advantages in the ring does Logan Paul have over KSI, and what KSI advantages has over Logan Paul in the ring. So they already did that stuff. So I'm not going to redo that. But like I said, it's a social media battle right now between the two of them. And it's a social media battle right now, not as big, at least I don't think, between Deji and Jake Paul. Jake Paul does vlog a lot more often than Logan does, but I think Jake Paul's trying to keep the fight to a down low side. He's doing stuff with people. He's trying to keep the fight on the down low side. So whenever the fight does happen, which I actually like Jake Paul for doing this. He's trying to keep the fight between the four of them and not include anybody else in it, except for maybe his parents. But here's the thing: you don't talk about, like I said, you don't talk about people's families, especially either their grandparents or their dads or their siblings. You don't talk about people's like that unless the sibling, like now, is fighting with them. So this, like I said, it's a big, huge social media battle. And so when the fight actually happens, be prepared to not be as exciting as people think they are, because right now they're wearing each other out and they're feeling each other out right now on social media. And so when the fight happens, boom, get ready for still feeling each other out. It's not going to be that exciting. Would it last 3 rounds? How long would it last? I don't know. But just letting you guys know that they are definitely burning each other on social media right now. Logan Paul attacks KSI. KSI comes right back to defend himself. KSI attacks Logan Paul. Logan Paul comes back to defend himself type of thing. So they're defending and fighting against each other. They're basically, it's a social media fight right now between the two of them. So, and that's the main focus right now. Not even Fortnite has this much stuff going on with it right now. All right. I just wanted to state the obvious. I wanted to get that off my shoulders on how the actual fight is in social media right now than in the actual ring. All right, see you guys later. Keegan out.